brightness from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need a concentrated... Feel it. Rover, something terrible must have happened here. We have to be cautious. This is a tacit field. Let's take out those tacit discords first.
The hour is upon us. Moment of resonance. One with sounds. End has come.
Storm, hear my command! Let the winds roar! Don't worry. I'm okay. I think I found something, Rover. Ritualistic wooden plaques. But why aren't they here? These plaques are usually placed in ancestral shrines, and they seem to belong to a different time. I remember reading about something like this.
I see. Let's check somewhere else.
Watch out! Something's not right. Why wouldn't it attack us?
Brother. Brother. Help.
It seems to only repeat these lines. This is not a common tacit discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves whole again. When this one probably devoured the frequencies of turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. Are the I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. I just sensed some complex feelings from it, Rover. I think I know what's going on. It seems to be begging for help, but it's not asking us to help it. The village is crying, waiting. Something truly awful must have happened here. And based on the evidence we've found and the condition of these ruins, that perhaps the tacit field has kept this village from being discovered. There must be something we can do. We may find the victims nearby. I'll inform Shuzia about what happened here. Sorry, I know it doesn't sound very convincing. It's just a hunch of mine. And thank you, Rover. Please stay vigilant. As for the little one here, the area is a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Someone was hurt and dragged away. Look, there are many footprints here. These are traces left by a fight. Someone was... These cards... I see. The Fraxidus is likely behind it all.
The Fraxidus?
Yes. I don't know much about the Fraxidus, but as an outrider, I've worked on related cases. It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords. They've caused terror attacks of various scales around the world.
Fusing humans and tacit discords.
We've seen signs of their presence in Jinzhou, left by lower-ranked members called Above the artificers are the overseers, leaders with eerie abilities and unknown intentions. No one knows their true intentions. Some members speak of world destruction, while there is one particularly insane overseer. A man who sees no order and revels in destruction. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who...
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent so much time on it. If you need to hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar. Cruel and twisted maniac. We deserve a meeting free of such disturbances, don't you agree? The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment. Don't worry, I don't plan to make you hate me just yet. She is safe now. Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Forget about that irrelevant person, will you? I have a lot to share with you. To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories. So, it's true. That makes sense, given how fragile you were when you woke up, or I would have questioned the authenticity of those rumors. So you noticed. Oh, I am flattered. No need to be so on edge. By now, you should have realized I'm just one of the onlookers. But out of all the onlookers, I'm the only one who came forward to meet you with absolute honesty. Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of conflict. You are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here. Because I see you as a dear friend, and I want to tell you the truth. I am so sorry for everything you're about to face. But truth hurts sometimes. I know you are not one I can sway with simple words. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding, nothing more. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface, and our little game will become even more entertaining. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all. Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet, that's too boring. As I said, why don't you take a look around and see for yourself? So go ahead. What do you see? Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn? How typical. The age-old tale of savage wolves and helpless lambs. Good and evil as clear as day. It's a tired story that people cling to in their mundane lives. Oh, how it keeps them in check. But let me ask you this. Do you truly believe the real world can be that simple? Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers. Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the masses. Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more. Our story begins here. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, lived a flock of carefree lambs. In the day, they toiled for food, and when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat of wolves. Fables, stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying hidden truths through fiction. But they always draw from real life, don't they? The same story gets told by many, and each person brings their own. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different interpretations. Like us now, caught in a carefully crafted plotline a scheme I had no hand in. This village marks the beginning of my story with so that magistrate led you here to meet me. One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The no, quite the opposite. The shepherd's arrival is only the beginning. With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could grant their every wish. His flock obeyed, bowing their heads, pleading for better food and shelter. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless luxury. The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding him in the highest regard. What's wrong? Does my story make you uncomfortable? Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers. Wouldn't you bow down and beg for food from your master? Oh, so we agree already. You are right. But the world we live in falls short of our ideals. The shepherd still reigns, and the lambs have grown complacent. It's up to the two of us to make that ideal world a reality. The lambs reveled in endless bonfire parties, celebrating their new god every night. Except, as each night passed, it was the only one to notice how its flock